In a small village nestled deep within the heart of Africa, lived a young girl named Amina. Her laughter was like the music of the streams that flowed through the village, and her smile could light up the darkest of days. Amina was cherished by her family, known for her kindness and vibrant spirit. However, her life took a drastic turn when she was married off to a man named Kofi. The marriage was arranged through traditional customs, a celebration that brought the entire village together. Drums echoed through the night, and colorful fabrics adorned the huts. Amina, though apprehensive, trusted her family's decision, believing in their wisdom and the age-old traditions that guided them. Kofi, a man of imposing stature and quiet demeanor, was a stranger to the village. He had come from a distant land, and little was known about his past. His eyes held a mystery that no one in the village could decipher. Despite her initial fears, Amina embraced her new life, determined to be a good wife. Years passed, and Amina was blessed with two beautiful children, a boy named Kwame and a girl named Akua. Her days were filled with the joy of motherhood and the responsibilities of managing her household. Kofi provided well for his family, ensuring they never wanted for anything. Yet, there was always an undercurrent of unease that Amina could not shake off. One fateful night, Amina's world came crashing down. Kofi had been away on one of his frequent trips, and Amina had grown accustomed to his absences. This night, however, she was roused from her sleep by a chilling scream. She hurried outside, her heart pounding, and found herself face to face with a scene that would haunt her forever. In the clearing behind their home, Kofi stood over a bound and terrified man. The moonlight cast an eerie glow on the scene, and Amina watched in horror as Kofi performed a ritualistic sacrifice. Her husband, the father of her children, was a murderer involved in human sacrifice and trafficking. The realization hit her like a thunderbolt, and she felt her knees buckle. Kofi turned and saw her, his eyes dark with a menace she had never seen before. "Amina," he said, his voice cold and devoid of any emotion. "You were not meant to see this." Amina's mind raced. She thought of her children sleeping soundly inside their home, oblivious to the horrors of the night. Fear gave way to resolve, and she knew she had to protect them at all costs. With a trembling voice, she confronted Kofi. How could you bring this darkness into our lives?" Kofi's expression softened momentarily. "It is not something you would understand, Amina. This is my way of life, my duty, but you and the children will always be safe." Amina could not accept this. She had to escape, to save her children from the clutches of this monstrous reality. Over the next few days, she carefully planned their departure. She reached out to trusted friends in the village, revealing the horrifying truth and seeking their help. One night, when Kofi was away, Amina gathered Kwame and Akua, telling them they were going on an adventure. Under the cover of darkness, they fled the village, leaving behind everything they had ever known. Amina's heart ached with the betrayal and the weight of the secret she carried, but she knew she had made the right choice. With the help of her friends, Amina and her children found refuge in a neighboring village. There, she began to rebuild her life, always vigilant and wary of Kofi's reach. She shared her story with the elders, who promised to protect her and her children. In time, Amina's strength and resilience shone through, and she became a beacon of hope for others facing similar plights. Though the shadows of her past lingered, Amina's courage and love for her children guided her through the darkest of times. She taught Kwame and Akua to be brave and to stand against evil, ensuring that the horrors of her past would never touch their innocent hearts. And so, in a new village under a different sky, Amina found peace. She had escaped the clutches of a murderer, shielded her children from unspeakable evil, and forged a new path filled with hope and light.